TDowe. Look at your mama now. Okay, here's the deal. So one thing you got to keep in mind, Rondo is a great defensive point guard. I'm not stupid to the fact the man is a great defensive player. Here's the deal. He's a great defensive player, and he can facilitate the ball. But I'm telling you this. I don't know. This might be before your time, but there's a man named Isaiah Thomas, and that guy was just he had the same mindset as a Rondo. He had the same mindset. But the thing that Rondo lacks that Isaiah had was that killer instinct at the end of the game. He could pass it or shoot the J, and Isaiah would put a dagger in your heart, and you can ask Michael Jordan about that. So Rondo, now we're talking about right now, Rondo is a good point guard, but he ain't a great point guard. He's good. He's a great defender. He's a great passer. But what makes a player considered a great player all around? Unless you're Dennis Rodman.
Hold on. The topic is best point guard in the NBA. And we're talking about great players, this and that. Historically, great players have always been those who can score the basketball, okay?
Sure,
which
exactly.
I would disagree. At the same token, we're talking about the best point guard. What is the role of a point guard? When you answer that question, it is Rajon Rondo. When you answer just the position itself, point guard, it is Rajon Rondo. Not a point guard who should be a shooting guard. Okay, that's what you need to understand. Most of these guys you're naming, they might as well be a shooting guard. Matter of fact, they would be even better if Rondo was their point guard.
Hold on, time out. First of all, you are cussing right now if you're going to tell me that okay, I know you're a Boston fan through and through. Somehow you got green in your blood. The paint got lost on you or something. But here's the deal. Rondo is good. But you got to remember, he's good players around him, and they continue to have a good cast around him. Now, in the playoffs, I will tell you. Hey, hold on. I will tell you this: to be considered one of the best ever, you can't just put up great. The postseason means everything. I gotta say that, but your body of work during your career in the regular season, that means a lot too. Rondo hasn't proven a consistent jumper. If Rondo was a superstar point guard, he would have been enough to elevate them over the top against the Heat. Now, you're going to say, whoa, time out, they had an injury. Fair, but here's the deal. If that was a Darren Williams mentality or a Derrick Rose, or if it was a Chris Paul, then they could shoot and pass equally as well. You can argue that all day long. Let me ask you something. Answer this question. Is Rondo going to get a max deal when his contract's up? Yes or no?
Yes, he will. Rajon Rondo will get a max deal. You can't get mad. You can't get mad because Danny Ainge is a great GM and he was able to buy cheap at the time, not knowing the value of what he had. That was a steal for the Boston Celtics to sign him to a 4-year deal worth the amount of money they signed him for. Is he worth the max deal? If Rondo was a free agent right now, can you honestly say, I don't care if it's the worst team in the NBA, can you honestly say not one team in the NBA will offer him a max deal?
The worst team in the league, but that's why they're the worst team in the league. He's a max
player. He's a max player. If the New Jersey Nets, who is the worst team in the NBA, can offer a player a max deal, then it's no difference from Rondo. Yeah, they won't be the worst team when it's all said and done when the free agency is over, but they were.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. I mean, here's the deal. I know I'm asking an irrational person a rational question, but is Rondo going to get 5 years, $98 million like D. Will just got?
No, he'll probably get 5 years, $100 million.
Okay, timeout. All right. Here's the deal. We're going to end up making this into a 2-part conversation because I knew, because of how long, we spent an hour on this conversation at work and we're completely inefficient. We're already past 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and finish this conversation. We still got a good 5 minutes. I've got to set you straight, and I've got to set the record straight, because here's the deal. You are doing a great... Hold on.
Why do we need more time for you to see that the best point guard in the NBA is Rajon Rondo? It is clear. What you see, you're looking at the salary, you're looking at everything that's irrelevant. Just like Romo, you look at, he has amazing stats, this and that, but does he have a Super Bowl? A matter of fact, these point guards that you say are better than Rajon Rondo, do they have an NBA championship ring? Do they? Do they have one of those beautiful diamond glistening rings? No.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. How many years back was it that the Celtics won their title? How many years? It was 08, right?
5 years? 4 or 5 years?
Okay. So Rondo wasn't what Rondo is now. He wasn't doing triple doubles in the playoffs. Rondo was no. He was an efficient. He was an efficient player. He was good, but he is not Rondo today. They won that title because the big three were still in good health. They were the game changers. Game changers.
They won that title because Rajon Rondo and Kendrick Perkins were not a liability. They didn't make that big mistake that usual newcomers make in a finals series. That's why. You don't expect a player like Rajon Rondo in his second year or Kendrick Perkins to play as well as they did. Did they have monster members? No, they didn't. But they didn't make those big mistakes that most players with their tenure in the NBA makes at that point in their career in a big game like that. That's what makes Rondo special. That's why Rondo elevates him every year. Matter of fact, Rondo has actually been the most explosive player in the NBA. Please, you need another drink if you don't get this. Okay? He's been the most explosive player in the NBA. When you think Rondo at his triple-double best, then he dropped 44. And then whenever he doesn't drop 44, he drops a triple-double with 20, 18, and 16.
Look, here's the deal. We got about 2 minutes here. So in closing, let me just say this. Rondo is going to find out now that, life without Ray Allen. We're down to 2 of the big 3. KG has now taken a small deal. He's now taking a small deal. We're going to see KG in the twilight of his career, okay? So KG in the twilight. What?
That's your opinion?
No. You tell me right now KG is still a big impact player. He might make an impact in the game, but he's not what we call a quote-unquote impact player. Yes or no?
I have to answer this question, Justin. In the entire playoffs, what was the top 5 players who started in the 2012 playoffs? The top 5 players. Was KG not in there, sir?
The top 5 in the whole 2012 postseason?
Postseason. Putting it all out there. Was KG not in the top 5?
All right, folks. Well, that is the conversation. KG was not in my top 5 in the postseason. Check out our next deal. Look, folks, you're now at what? At the top, you see the subscribe button. I need you to get channel views. At the bottom.
I don't blame you. Hey,
folks, if you want us to continue this, you're going to have to tell us at the bottom, like, dislike, either way. We love the comments. Please fill some nonsense. Game changer was the name of the conversation. Not a bunch of bench players or a bunch of twilight career players. But anyway, that's TDowe. I'm Justin. We're going to hit you up on this next one. Check out our next debate. Deuces.